everyone. Welcome to another episode of What Do You Need to Know to Live in Costa Rica? I'm Patrick Jager, here as always with Aaron Bailey.
Pura vida, Patrick.
Pura vida, Aaron. For those of you that don't know, we have a company called Your Pura Vida, and our job is to help people move here and then live here their best life. And it's really by thinking through the things that most people don't think about. And that's really what this series is our opportunity to talk about things that maybe you haven't thought enough about. And again, whether you work with us or anyone else, that's not the point. The point is we want you to think about this information. So today's topic is it better when you move here to rent or buy in Costa Rica? Aaron, you've done both. This topic is yours.
I have done both. I impulsively bought a beach house with a good friend of mine many years ago. And I rented a condo in the city in San Jose. So I've done both. I know how to navigate both well. I think it really depends on a whole list of things, right? Like there's no right answer for everyone. And what we do at Your Pure Vida is to really help you think through who you are and how you might be able to achieve the dream of living in Costa Rica. So I think the first criteria is, what are your financial means? What's your stability like? Do you have hundreds of thousands of dollars? Do you have the means to buy something? Or are you looking to rent? And that's going to be a different answer for a lot of people, whether they might have a house in the United States and they want to try out Costa Rica and rent somewhere for a year just to see what it's like to live here. Or they might want to dive right in and buy their home that they're going to live in for a vacation and then eventually move down here for retirement. Who knows?
Well, let me call you out on something because you kind of did the interesting thing. So for me, I came down, and a lot of people don't have the ability to do this, but I came down on multiple 2 or 3 week trips to explore areas, really get a sense of where I want to be. I stayed at Airbnbs that were also for sale, so I could try it before I buy it. And then I made a decision. You bought a house, decided it was the wrong location for you to live full time, so then got an apartment. So you almost did the backwards.
I bought a house within 48 hours I literally wire transferred the money within 48 hours of thinking maybe we should buy a place here. It was very impulsive and it worked out in the end, but I made quite a few mistakes along the way. I would not recommend that to most people. I'd say, do your research and figure out first, like, where you want to live. Like, there's just a whole list of things. Do the Patrick method, stay in some Airbnbs, really like settle into life here in Costa Rica and then figure it out.
Yeah, I agree. I think the next thing too that goes with that is, what's your duration of stay? Do you want to be here are you thinking that this is a 1 year thing or is this a permanent life move? If it's a 1 year thing, you're renting. There's no reason to buy unless you're really looking to buy investment property and live in it, now and again. One of the things that we talk about a lot is the fact that what your dream is might not be what your reality is. So for example, the beach is beautiful, but it's really, really, really hot. So if you don't like heat.
And it's harder to build community when you're in a tourist area, such as the beach, which is what I found. It was eventually why I moved to the city.
Yeah. And so you use, just so everybody understands, you now stay in Bajuco at your beach house, but you also use it as an Airbnb and are making good money off of
it. Exactly. Correct.
Yeah. All right. So the next thing, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong today. The next thing is really about regions and the real estate market. Yeah. It is very different if you want to be in the mountains versus if you want to be at the beach. The beach, there's a lot of options, but you're going to pay more. Up in the mountains, there's less options. Really good stuff might be high, but there are other things that you can get for a cheaper price. So I think part of that is understanding. So now we know it's financial stability, duration of stay, and the third thing, where do you want to be and how does that influence?
And this is where having partners like your Pura Vida to come in and really help you navigate the market, I think is really helpful. We've helped a number of clients figure out where they want to be in the country, and then once they've kind of honed in on that region, what specific city and what specific town, what specific neighborhood, and all of those really play into the decision of whether you should rent there or whether you should buy there.
Yeah, and I think also the last thing is, are you doing this for a family home or are you doing this for
Right.
investment potential? Because that's a huge difference. You love your beach house. It has good investment potential. It didn't turn out to be family home you want.
Correct. Right. I absolutely love it. I love going there. It's we had a few problems in the beginning, but now that we've got those problems ironed out, the investment has been a great return. But if I were to live there full time, I would probably pick a different house now.
Yeah, and for us, I looked at so many homes and we really had a kind of a geo target of where we were looking. And every time I would come, I'd do a different city, explore the grocery stores and the banks and the infrastructure and the gyms and walkability and really think through. And it kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And then because we had done it a few times, when we saw this house, we knew it was the right one. And I love our house. I mean, I am deep in the jungle, but because I have monkeys and I have iguanas and I have toucan and I have parrots. I also have termites because I'm in the jungle. So,
Right.
you
Yes.
know, that's the type of stuff that exploring. And I think this brings up the biggest thing for us. The reason for this video is don't do this impulsively. We want you
Like
to
I did.
come to Costa Rica. Well, yes, don't do the Aaron method. Um,
Yes.
come to Costa Rica and figure out what it is you're looking for. Hone in. The worst thing in the world would be to buy something and then realize A, it's not easily resellable, and B, it's in the wrong area. So
Right.
we really want you to think through, is Costa Rica right for you? Where in Costa Rica is right for you? What are the things you need in a house? Um, do you want to keep all the creepy crawlies out? Do you care about sunlight? Do you care? Like, there's so many things to think about, and bounce that off of your friends, your family, us. We're here for you.
Absolutely. That's what we do. We're
That's
excited to help more people.
so. With that in mind, the big takeaway here is, and we have links to blogs you'll see down below, and we also, if you want to see everything we're doing, it's yourpuravita.com/links. That can get you to our website, to our blogs, to our social medias. You can also reach out to us at ola@yourpuravita.com if you want to ask questions. If you ask us or someone else, do your research. Rent versus buy is a big decision. There's a lot that goes into it. You don't have to buy. There's plenty to
Ab-
rent.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more of these videos. We are so excited to have a bunch more topics that we're going to be talking about.
All right, guys, have a great day. And as always, Pura Vida.
Pura Vida.